Good morning. Welcome to Off the Cuff, a little 2-minute video introduction on the wonderful world of cufflinks. Most of you may know that I'm not a big fan of jewelry for men. Big fan of jewelry for women, but men I think should wear a watch, a wedding band, maybe a signet ring, and when they're dressed up, cufflinks. Now I know guys, you're less and less in suits these days, certainly almost never with a tie, but when you are wearing a suit, I think there's nothing that finishes it off quite as well as a great pair of French cuffs and cufflinks. Some of you, it has come to my attention by watching videos showing how to wear cufflinks that you may not even be familiar with it. So a French cuff, as opposed to a barrel cuff is what most shirts have, a button that goes in the buttonhole. But a French cuff doubles back on itself and uses a link to close it. And that is somewhat decorative and has been used for centuries and is one of the most traditional parts of a man's dress wear. So not just for tuxedos, which is where you're undoubtedly familiar with them, but even in a day-to-day business suit. And sometimes I'll even wear them with a navy blazer and khakis. So because of my, I know it's hard to take me as a fashion icon when I'm quite a bit overweight, but nonetheless, I think I have a certain sense of style, and it seems to be appreciated by a lot of people. I am in the position of not being able to wear a dress shirt off the rack, as it were, so I have them custom made. And I have, for years, done the unthinkable, which is match a button-down collar, which I love, with French cuffs. French cuffs, you see here I have this wonderful little pair of silver bears on this French cuff. I'm going to show you in a moment how easy these are to put on and take off, and how easy it is to change up the look of what you're wearing. In fact, let me start with that. So a French cuff has the decorative portion on the outside generally, and on the back side it will have what's known as an airplane back, a little swiveling portion. If the cufflink is well made, and this is what's critical, the back will swivel open easily and allow you to just pull it straight out like this. So a couple of things, these are actually German made, and despite being made in sterling silver, so they're not very expensive, have all the things that we look for in a great pair of French cuffs. The swiveling airplane back is held together with a white gold spring on the inside, which allows it to maintain that crispness of motion. And there's also a curve, as you can see, to the portion between the bear and the backing. And I'll show you how important that is. I'm going to switch that pair out with a beautiful English 18-karat lapis cufflink. This is actually engraved, hand engraved around the edge, but you'll notice that it has that same curvature to the backing, to the connection portion, and then again that hard swivel. So the way to put these on, and here I have the doubled over French cuff, as you can see, so is to align the airplane back with the connection, and then with the thumb and one finger, just push it through one half, and then grab the other portion of the cuff and put it through the back half. And it takes just a second to do. And then once you're through, you twist that little airplane back to secure it. You'll notice that the curvature is supposed to go this way in order to allow the cuff to open a little bit and have a little bit of play. But it's usually easier to put it through the other way and then turn it around. So a little pro tip. So there you go. French cuff. I think it's critical in certainly in a black tie situation, but also in just a business suit. I think the button on a barrel cuff just doesn't look dressy enough for a business suit, to my way of thinking. And honestly, I just don't feel dressed if I'm not wearing cufflinks with French cuffs with a suit. Okay, hope you enjoyed that little 5-minute rant. And if you have any questions, or if you're interested in some cufflinks, because I have some beautiful pair at the moment that are both classic and elegant, the sort of thing that you will have for 50 years and pass on to your kids. And they are beautifully made by both German and English manufacturers who are the top at doing this sort of thing. So look me up, give me a DM, give me a call, and let me know if you'd like to see any of them. All right, thanks very much for your time and attention. Look forward to talking to you soon.